Ladies and gentlemen, the following tag team contest is scheduled for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing the first team, hailing from the Isle of Samoa and weighing in tonight at a combined weight of 550 pounds, the team of Samu and Fatu, the Headshrinkers. Oh, the Headshrinkers, the Savages set for action here tonight. Very, very deadly and dangerous team. Set to take on our returning champion Sting, an opponent yet to be revealed. Of course, Sting in a couple of nights' time in tag team action will be taking on the Brothers of Destruction. Couldn't have picked a better warm-up team, but may have bitten off more he could chew here. Very experienced team, very large and dangerous opponents. Nonetheless, here comes the champion. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing their opponents first. He hails from Venice Beach, California and weighs in tonight at 250 pounds. This is Sting. Well, the Stinger making his triumphant return after that vicious assault at the hands of Kane and The Undertaker. He's still the champion, not currently in possession of that belt after it was stolen away from him from the two demonic monsters. The big question remains, Sting's going to be taking on Kane and The Undertaker. The question is, who will his partner be? He says he's got a big surprise for everybody. We're moments away from finding out who Sting has selected as his partner. The world is waiting to find out. I'm very intrigued to know who this is going to be. Ladies and gentlemen, his tag team partner, hailing from Quahog, Rhode Island, and weighing in tonight at 358 pounds, Peter Griffin. Well, what a pick this is. Peter Griffin, former non-wrestlers champion, and a man that has had a few run-ins with the Brothers of Destruction himself. What a deadly tag team combination him and Sting could end up being. There's just one doubt in the back of my mind that these two great individual wrestlers, but tag team wrestling, completely different kettle of fish. You've got to have chemistry with your partner. You've got to sort of be in sync like a well-oiled machine. These two men never teamed before, and it could be a mistake, Sting picking somebody he's never teamed with before to take on an experienced tag team. Look at that Sting starting out here. Sting really not wasting any time, going right after Samu. Irish whip sends him for the ride off the rope. Sting picks him up, inverted atomic drop. Sting starting really well here, the Pastgen Television Champion. But that may not help him in the grand scheme of things. It's a tag team match. Sting doing well in a one-on-one situation as you'd expect against Samu. Nice right hand by the Stinger. Samu sent tumbling down to the canvas. It's a good start thus far. Sending him into the corner, and now maybe we'll see the first signs of how good their teamwork will be. Look at that Irish whip. Peter Griffin sending Sting into the corner, using him as a battering ram, and now look at that, sending Samu right over the top rope to the outside. Well, it's early days in this tag team contest, but thus far, looking like a pretty good team as Sting and Peter Griffin. Samu trying to fight back, Peter Griffin turning him around. Thunderous elbow to the back of the head. Now Griffin picking the big 260 pounder up. Nice sidewalk backbreaker by Griffin. Samu having a bit of a nightmare at the moment. Another tag here. In comes the Stinger. Griffin picks him up. Thunderous double power bomb. Beautiful teamwork. And now Griffin with a big splash. Well, this match could be over. Griffin nailing that big splash. Nobody kicks out of that. And now Sting going for the cover. We could have a decisive victory here, but Fatu coming in and saving his partner, keeping the match alive. Look at this, Sting going after Fatu now. Trying to fight both men. But look behind you, Sting. Samu is there waiting. Sting can't fight two men at once. He's got to use his partner. And this is what I was talking about earlier. Tag team wrestling, a completely different game. Sting has experience as a tag team wrestler, but never teaming up with Peter Griffin. predominantly a singles wrestler. And now Fatu in the bigger of the two, the 290 pounder, but look at that Sting. My God, that kick knocking them both to the outside, but now both the head shrinkers in, going right after the Stinger. Fatu, thunderous clothesline. Now picks him up. My God, what a shot. And Sting flipping over from the impact of that clothesline. Big Fatu now, reverse DDT, beautiful move. Head shrinkers maybe finding the formal. That was nearly a mistake there, sending him into the wrong corner, giving him the opportunity to get the tag to Griffin. And oh! Tries for a shoulder block, nice reversal by Sting. Now Sting sending Fatu for the ride off the ropes, nice shoulder block by the Stinger. Now climbing the ropes, maybe looking to hit a big high-risk move, nails the missile drop kick. Impressive stuff here from the champion, but he needs to get the tag. We said it's a tag team contest, not an individual one. Once again, the other head shrinker coming in to break up that fall. Look at this, Sting distracted by Samu, and now Fatu with a roll-up, shoulders down, covers made. But Sting managing to get out of that pinning predicament. Now the Stinger hooking the arm, picks him up, beautiful vertical suplex. And now maybe Sting can get his partner in. Sting spending far too long in the ring, in my opinion. If he does that against Kane and The Undertaker, he could really get punished, especially against two 300-pounders. Okay, he's gotten away with it now, but I don't think he will forever. Nice reversal by Fatu on the Irish whip. Knee to the gut for Griffin. Oh, look at that, thumb to the eye. Referee warning him, but should have been an automatic disqualification. Far too lenient for my liking. And now the head shrinkers look to gain an advantage. Fatu tagging in Samu, picks him up. Look at that, the heart attack. Modified version of the heart attack, lateral press, shoulders down. And this time Sting having to come in to save his partner. Head shrinkers trying to stage a bit of a turnaround, and thus far doing a pretty good job of it. Oh, look at that, biting Griffin. Biting Griffin right on the nose. Nice block by Samu, right hand knocking Griffin down to the canvas. Look at that, referee in the way. Samu just throwing him out of the way. Very lucky to not been disqualified. An Irish whipping Peter Griffin right into the referee. The referee's down now. This has really got out of control. And now what is... I believe that's Fatu with a sledgehammer and nails him right across the face. Nailing Peter Griffin while the referee's down. Well, Sting needs to get over there. Referee back on his feet now. Maybe some order will be restored. But Peter Griffin's took a lot of damage, been nailed with sledgehammers. Fighting his way out, managing to get back in the ring. But as soon as he does, gets rolled up. Fatu with a cover, shoulders down. And once again, Sting coming in and making the save. It's not been an excellent performance here from Griffin and Sting. Clearly the lack of chemistry playing a big factor. Peter Griffin in real trouble. He needs to get the tag to Sting. Sting needs to get on that apron. He's no good to his partner if he's not on the apron in that corner waiting to get the tag. Now Fatu really going after Griffin with several strikes. Now Irish rips him off the ropes. Look at that, Griffin putting the brakes on. Smart move. Nice shoulder block knocking Fatu down. Maybe Griffin now can get the tag to Sting. And he certainly does. Here comes the Stinger. Here comes the Pastgen Television Champion. Sting now, Irish whip sends Fatu off the ropes and a beautiful drop kick. Great athleticism shown there by our champion. Now Sting going up top, looking to hit a big move. Goes for the big splash. He nails it, this could be it. Shoulders down, leg is hooked. And Fatu just about managing to get out of there. I don't think Samu would have got there quick enough to break up that pin. And look at this now, Sting accidentally getting the referee. He's not having a good night. Nonetheless, the fight goes on. Sting now sending Fatu off the ropes, picks him up. Beautiful inverted atomic drop. Griffin calling for the tag on the apron, but I don't think Sting wants to give it to him. Nice face crusher by Sting. Fatu looks to be in a world of hurt at the moment. Sting sends him into the corner and a beautiful Stinger splash. Sting sends him into the opposite corner. Another Stinger splash, but look at this, Samu entering the ring. Oh, and Sting trying to go after him. The referee in the way again. The man has no spatial awareness. Sting maintaining control here. Fatu in trouble. He needs to tag in his brother. Nice clothesline here by Sting. Now knocking Samu off the apron. And now the Stinger from behind. The Scorpion Death Drop. Knocks his partner off the apron again. Leg is hooked, shoulders are down. Can Samu get in the ring to break up this pinfall? He certainly can't. Sting and Peter Griffin, your winners here. Ladies and gentlemen, your winners, the team of Peter Griffin and Sting. Well, not a flawless performance. They got the job done, and that's all it's about. They got the victory. Can they beat the Brothers of Destruction? If you want some great created wrestlers in your game, but without going through the lengthy process of creating them yourself, well, I can help you out with that. If you play on PS2 or PS2 emulator, I can create just for you a custom save data file and preload it with up to 30 created wrestlers that you have chosen. If you're interested, send me an email at pastgengamingemail@gmail.com. My email is linked on the main channel page, and I can also do this for the PSP, but on PSP I can only do save files for the European version of the game.